Hi dear Virgo, this is Anastasia for Amira Salon channel. Today I'm going to do a mini spread, mini reading for you for March and April 2018. And as before, if you watched my videos before, I'm using Golden Tarot deck by Cat Black because I'm really impressed by the artwork and symbolism of this deck, and it kind of speaks to me interestingly. Like, not, if you're familiar with tarot decks and oracle card decks, they all speak to you in kind of in different tongues, and for that reasons you are, oh, one card really wants to pop up for Virgo while I was talking. So just want to finish this thought. Some of the decks really speak to you in one way, then other decks speak to you, and it's very interesting how one and the same, no, I would say two different decks can give you one and the same message, but with some nuances, in some with some details. Oh, another card for Virgo March 2018, and for April also two cards, Virgo. Six of Cups, beautiful card, I love it. Oh, also very beautiful. Queen of Wands. Of course, it's a mirror for Virgos, female Virgos who are watching, and for male Virgos, most likely it's the lady of your heart, of your idea, of your thoughts, the lady who is in your thoughts right now. Okay, so let's begin with the Emperor. The Emperor card shows that in the beginning of March, you will be in a position of power, and you will have this responsibility for somebody else, and you will be quite confident about what you're doing. So even looking at the artwork of this card, we can see that although the Emperor is kind of a little bit anxious, he still holds quite tightly this attributes of power. And there's a lion here also at his feet. And I would say that you will be overwhelmed at times by being responsible. Most likely what I see right now, there is a person who maybe they just were offered a supervising position, and they're not quite sure that it will be like, yeah, that's what I see. They really wanted this position, but as soon as they were given this position, they were thinking, oh, can I really do that? That's what I feel looking at this card, because the facial expression of this Emperor is kind of anxious. He's looking ahead. I'm sorry for the quality, maybe you cannot see clearly, but he's kind of, I wouldn't say scared, but he's kind of puzzled, astonished a little bit by what he sees at front. So I think that if you are that person, don't feel that you have to be perfect right in the beginning, because people understand it's your first take on that, right? And what I'm getting from this card, you will be you're suitable for this. And despite some obstacles, and if we look at this card, there is a person who, Seven of Wands, it's a card of coming to success through some battles or through some tests, I would say, because that's what this person is doing. He's trying to make his way through these wands. Yeah, almost like hovering in the air, right? And I think that it's kind of scary. And at the same time, if we look at this person, his figure shows that he is capable. He knows what he's doing. He's a little bit scared of the fact that this test is a difficult one, because at any moment he can his foot can slip and he can fall. But he keeps the balance. If you can look at, I feel from this card that he can keep the balance. So I think, first of all, this situation in March, for some Virgos who are watching, you are in a new position and you're in position of power. You're responsible for other people, and you have a lot of, actually, not freedom, you have a lot of duties, responsibilities, and also a lot of power to change things or to work with people, to manage, maybe to modify something according, maybe even to start new policies, to put in place new policies, but you can surely do that. And despite the first weeks of March, you will feel a little bit overwhelmed by that, and sometimes you will come to your desk in the office and you will shift around the piles of papers and reports and everything, and you don't know what to start with. But you will be okay, it will take some time. um, March will be difficult for you. You will be passing through these tests, and your superiors will be testing you, of course, and your employees who you are supervising, they will be testing you also. So you are kind of in between two big groups of people who will be looking at you and kind of expecting from you certain things. But you are the emperor anyways, right? So don't feel that you cannot do it. Now, if we look from the same situation, let's say, could it be a romantic situation? Not really, so I don't see it, but it could be partnership. Maybe in some partnership you will be also in this situation when you are tested. You are tested, your powers and your influence and your maybe independence, they will be tested, maybe by family members. It could happen for some of the Virgos who are watching that for the first time you are living by yourself. Maybe you moved out from parents' house, and you will be also passing through this test of real life kind of scenario when you are completely dependent on yourself, and how you can keep the balance and how you can keep the books, first of all, right? It's all about money and budget, and you will be just by yourself. See, there are no other people around this person. Nobody's watching, but he has to pass this test, and that would be test of your independent life. So you have to keep the balance, be watchful, mindful of that, and most likely in March it will be a new chapter in your life. So you will feel this taste of freedom, but at the same time it would be constrained freedom, because you are now more responsible than you were before. So kind of in March, for many of you who is watching, I think the topic of the theme of responsibility and independence is very, very important. Now looking into further into April, Six of Cups, beautiful card, and Queen of Wands. So I would say Queen of Wands is showing you, if we are in the same scenario that what I began with, that you represent, of course, Emperor, its position, power, responsibility, ability to control others, and actually also to be responsible for them. But if this is a mirror of who you are, this is a beautiful card. Queen of Wands, she knows exactly what she does. She knows exactly how to do what she wants. She has the power and creativity and resources to fulfill all her wishes and dreams. She's very practical, but she's also very creative. So if you are this person, and most likely the card shows that yes, Virgos, if you don't feel like this person, you kind of have to develop these qualities to be successful, to pass the test successfully. Very interesting card. And also, if we talk about some testing in romantic relationships, so maybe your lady is testing you, and you have to show your power, your serious actions, your you've been capable of making decisions and she will be watching you, right? So it could be that you depend on this person's kind of test that they give you. Or if, yeah, I'm just thinking what else comes to what I'm picking. Um, I don't know. I just feel that there is a, yeah, it could be also a person who is supportive of you, like all this part, yeah, like you're all by yourself here, but at the same time somebody is watching you, but they don't watch you only to show that you are wrong, but they're kind of standing there, almost like a wise elder sister energy is here. They can give you advice, but they want you to do something on your own before they help you. That's how I feel. So it could be a family member, could be really sister. It could be also it could also be not a female personality. It could be also male person, but they have this characteristics of a wise, quite demanding, very creative, but very supportive person. Like she's resourceful, she knows what she's doing. And Virgos, I think also this card, yes, that's what I wanted also to say. This card is very, very reflective of Virgo as a sign, as a personality type. You guys are very talented, you are very practical, you know how to use your skills, and you know how to, whatever you take in your like tools, you have tools. And when you use tools, they can be like magic wands for fulfilling your dreams. Very interesting card. So it's kind of a reminder that no matter how challenging could be the test time, you can do it because you are this personality. Very interesting. Now, Six of Cups, beginning of April. It's a beautiful card. It's a card, and you know, it's almost difficult to explain it because for one thing, it shows memories, beautiful memories, nostalgia. Somebody from the past can come to your life, come back to your life, and it would be a very harmonious union because they're kind of exchanging cups. Yes, and there are beautiful flowers in these cups. So something nice from the past will be back to your life. It could be a person or romantic relationship. It could be reunion with a romantic partner. It could be that you just get in touch with your ex, but this time no arguments, just sitting in the cafeteria and remembering nice moments that you shared. It could be your friend from the past, and also you came across with them, and they invite you to have some kind of like coffee shop or restaurant, and you will be talking about past days, good old times. And I think this card shows that you again, no matter how maybe challenging um, something that you start in March can be, always remember that when time passes, you will be looking back at this experience with the same kind of emotion that yes, it was difficult, but I enjoyed it because now I know who I am, or I passed it. I feel so good about that. I feel this sense of accomplishment. And also, this is a card of a reminder that we always have time to think about good things in our life. We have to enjoy moments of just pleasure, chatting with friends, and don't forget about that. Don't be too hard on yourself because Virgos could be workaholics, right? And and it's very hard, and they are perfectionists, right? So just try to be back to childhood because there are two children here. Remember, as a child, you were just enjoying life more than you do maybe now. So this is a reminder. How to say, bring back this inner child from those past days back to life in your heart, and whatever you are struggling with, you will be victorious after that. You can do that. Just don't take your life too seriously sometimes. Okay, so how about angel therapy cards? Oh, singing and dancing. This is interesting. I've shuffled them so many times, and the same card for Taurus, same card for Virgo. Vacuum away fear. Oh, it's exactly what we started with. And vegan, vegetarian. So, man, well, you know, Virgo is a sign. Many of you I know are vegetarians and vegans. So it's just a reminder that you're on the right track. If you just think about it, try it, because it will release a lot of negative energy from your body and from physical body, and the same thing will be with your mind, clearing your mind. So think about that, or try it, or at least reduce amount of high calorie foods and meats and proteins in your diet if you think that this is something that you really need to try. Of course, talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor, so, and angels are just giving you this reminder that being a vegetarian will be very good for you March, April. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. This is very important for you to cope with your stresses. Vacuum away fear. That's exactly what we were talking about. You should be this person who is not fearful. Like, he is scared by what he sees, but he is balanced and he is determined to pass all the tests successfully. So that's exactly what this card reminds us about. Call upon archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everyone involved. So I strongly feel that this scenario that came to my mind about someone who is in charge of many people right now and they have some fears and doubts, you should vacuum away fears and ask your angels to help you with that. And singing and dancing, it's exactly about energy of good old days when you were just careless about many serious things, and they just passed okay. And sometimes we worry too much about things that we should not worry, and we should take more breaks just to enjoy life, to listen to music, to go to the art gallery, to do arts, talk with friends, you know, watch your favorite movies. If you love to dance, why not to organize a party, dancing party, you know? And don't why we do it only on like calendar celebration time? We can do it every weekend if we like, right? Well, every weekend maybe too much, but and for Virgos, because first of all, it's their work, their job, the practical side of life. But believe me, you will benefit from just being a child again, enjoying your life. I think it's a very beautiful message for Virgos for March and April 2018. And I want to finish by saying I wish you well. Enjoy your life, enjoy even the test time, because it will show you who you truly are. And you're capable of doing that. You have all the resources. You are creative. You are very practical. You have the tools. You have abilities. So just use this opportunity to shine, you know. Very interesting. So thank you very much for watching. Wish you well, luck in all your endeavors. Until next time. Bye bye.